34.57 trillion from physical project to cooperasi capital is a dangerous gamble. Without proper routes and irrigation, farmers' productivity will remain stagnant despite having capital. Thank you.
Okay, thanks for your questions. The opposition team may to try to scare us with the shadow of past cooperative failures. However, they forget that the world is changed. Indonesia has more than 127,000 cooperatives with the millions of members, the majority of whom come from the lower middle economic groups. I will back to my argument. So the first I will say, cooperative expand economic inclusion and uplift marginalized group. The Merah Putih cooperative acts as a tool for economic inclusion, opening access from the economic groups that have been marginalized from the formal economic systems. Such
POI, please.
No, thanks. Small farmers, fishermen, and MSMEs. Unlike conventional financial institutes that require collateral and... Yes, please.
Thank you, my friend. Capital for MSMEs is crucial to grow. Isn't saying it's not suitable, ignoring the fact that any financing help business expand. Thank you.
Okay, thanks for your question. Data from the Ministry of Cooperative and SMEs show that MSMEs contribute 61% of Indonesian GDP and absorb 97% of the workforce. Capital collected from the community is managed by the cooperative management and distributed back to the community at very low interest rates. I will back to my argument. So the second, cooperative create a more equitable distribution of income. The cooperative system emphasizes equitable distributions of profits.
Interruption, please.
No, thanks. Through the distributions of business surplus to all members. That differs from the capitalist system, which tends to concentrate profits on capital owners. Thus, cooperative play a role in reducing... Yes, please.
Thank you, my brother. Ladies and gentlemen, cooperasi only really unlimited members having, making it difficult to carry our large scale expansion. Where do you cooperative get enough capital to fight the dominance of conglomerates that control the market? Thank you.
Okay, thanks for your questions. Honorable judges and my friends from the opposition team. Generally, a cooperative is a business entity owned and managed jointly by its members, where profits are distributed fairly according to the member contributions. Unlike capitalist companies, cooperative emphasize collective welfare rather than individual gain. I will back to my argument. Honorable judges and my friends from the opposition team. As a developing country, Indonesia still faces significant economic inequality, both between community groups and between regions. Many small communities such as farmers, fishermen, and MSMEs still struggle to access capital, markets, and business opportunities. These conditions contribute on the ongoing economic gap. Therefore, an economic system is needed that is not solely profit-oriented but also promotes equitable prosperity. The main goal of the red and white cooperative initiated by Prabowo Gibran administration is improve the welfare of village community through a people-centered and economic approach. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Second speaker from government team. Once again, I would like to remind participants, please pay attention, yeah, for POI. Yeah, if you want to give a POI, and then the speaker already answer your POI, and you're not satisfied, or there is something that you want to ask again, yeah, don't just cut it, yeah. Raise your hand again, and then if the speaker say, okay, thank you, please, then you can speak, okay, for both of team. Thank you so much for the second speaker from government team. Now we move to the second speaker from the opposition team.
Honorable judges, distinguished members of the government, and all participants on this assembly. The government built their case on a foundation of hope and nationalism pride. They speak of the Koperasi Merah Putih as
as it if were a magical solution to the complex, decades-old problem of economic equality. But let us be very clear. Nationalism is not an economic policy. Hope is not a financial strategy. I stand here as the second speaker for the opposition team to bring this debate back to reality. While the government paints a picture of unity, the data paints a picture of disaster. We are here to prove that Koperasi Merah Putih is nothing more than a bureaucratic mirage, a top-down mandate that ignores the laws of the market and the harsh reality of rural life. We are not just debating a Koperasi, we are debating the risk of the state mandate rural economic collapse. Ladies and gentlemen, Minister of Finance Regulation PMK number 7 of 2026 enacted on February 12, 2026 mandates a 58.03% diversion of village funds into Koperasi Merah Putih. Ladies and gentlemen, this is what I define a fiscal cannibalism. In economic theory, the crowding out effect occurs when government spending in one area starves another. Ladies and gentlemen, by locking IDR 40.0 trillion into Koperasi Merah Putih, we are effectively freezing the blood flow of the rural economy. Ladies and gentlemen, the village fund was meant for infrastructure, roads, bridges, and irrigation. When you take 58% of that money, you are telling the farmer that a brand new Koperasi office is more important than route he used to sell his crops. This is a characteristic misallocation of resources.
POI, please.
No, thank you, my brother. You cannot have economic equality in a village where the infrastructure is soaring. The opposition is offering the people a bank while
POI,
talking.
please.
No, thank you. The bridge is a not progress. It is administrative robbery of rural development potential. Ladies and gentlemen.
POI, please.
Yes, please.
Okay, thanks for the time. Honorable judges and my friends from the opposition team. We know that the red and white cooperative can help for Indonesian economic equality. Besides economic aspects, cooperative also foster a social characteristic such as mutual cooperation, trust, and solidarity. This creates economic resilience in economics as they support each other in the face of crisis. What do you think about that?
Thank you. Okay. Rejecting Koperasi Merah Putih maintain a status quo where the rural poor remain infrastructure rights but a capital poor. A direct violation of the national mandate for social justice for all Indonesians. Back to my argument.
POI, please.
No, thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, to cover the Koperasi Merah Putih debt, a village koperasi must generate a profit margin 12 times higher than a existing no thank you business in the village. This is a mathematical impossible. This is not empowerment, it's the institutionalization of village bankruptcy. When the cooperative, yes please.
Okay, the opposition team fully reject this motion, but the red and white cooperative is a cooperative based on the value of Pancasila, particularly mutual cooperation, social justice, and togetherness with the goals of improving the welfare of the member equality. The red and white cooperative village distribute cooperative as established and instituted by the President of the Republic Indonesia, Prabowo Subianto. This program was officially launched in July 21, 2025 in Klaten, Central Java with a target of 20,000 unit throughout of Indonesian export effort and strengthen of people economy and improving Article 33 in the 1925 Constitution. So what do you think about that?
Thank you. Okay, as many 78% of these cooperations are concrete on Java and urban areas, leaving only 22% outside Java and rural areas. which have higher poverty rates. In areas with a low human development index, the ratio is particularly dismal, with only one cooperative per 10,000 reside in contrast to urban areas. There is one cooperative per 1,200 residents. As a result, economic benefits circulate only to those with access, do not marginalized communities. Back to my argument.
POI, please.
Yes, please.
Okay, but the red and white village cooperative is a mandatory village economy feasible for the distribution of 2025 Villains Fund, regulation by Presidential Instruction number 9 of 2025 and Ministerial Regulation number 1 of 2025.
Okay, thank you, but time is out. Okay, back to my argument. Data economist Yusuf Randy Manilet contained July 24, 2026 report a 33% failure rate for BUMDes in Indonesia. Ladies and gentlemen, if the existing village enterprise model BUMDes fail 33% of the time, what makes the opposition think government think Koperasi Merah Putih, which is even more bureaucratic, fees succeed? Ladies and gentlemen, this failure is rooted in urgency, cost, and the lack of market-driven approach. Koperasi is a top-down attendee is managed by people who are appointed, not by entrepreneurs who risk. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, honorable judges, as I conclude my speech, let us return to the central question. Can the Koperasi Merah Putih improve economic equality? The answer supported by every thread of data from KMK 7/2026. That's all, thank you.
Okay, thank you so much for the second speaker from the opposition team. Now it's time for the third speaker from the government team to deliver the arguments. Time is yours.
Thanks for the time, honorable judges, timekeepers, and my debater partner from the opposition team. Today we will debate the red and white cooperative motion. Therefore, we on the government team strongly believe that the red and white cooperative can bring about chance equality of the economy. Honorable judges, timekeepers, and my dear colleagues from the opposition team.